What's the real deal here?
Yeah, well, you know, it's really, you were just talking about the economic plans. We keep hearing more and more and more about taxes, and this is one of the issues that it's just so easy for all different sides to jump on because our tax situation in the United States is so complicated in the first place. I want to show you one of the latest attacks that was issued today, then we'll give you the reality.
Yesterday, that unemployment report came out. Here's what John McCain said. He said, my tax cuts will create jobs. His tax increases will eliminate them.
Yeah, you know, John McCain has been peddling this story about me increasing taxes when every independent analyst has said my tax cuts provide 3 times the amount of tax relief to middle-class families than do John McCain's.
All right, I like showing you that exchange on ABC this morning because it gives you McCain's side and Obama's side, but neither side is going to give you the reality. So what I want to do is tell you how you can get that. The best analysis of tax policies on both sides comes from a place called the Tax Policy Center. Now, ignore the numbers. I want to show you something on the screen behind me. Let's close in on it because this says so much about politics and taxes. Just look in really quickly. I just want you to see 2 sets of words here. This is their analysis. Look at this. Tax proposals as described by campaign staff. Now let's go down here. Tax proposals as described in stump speeches. And these are completely different numbers, which means when this place that does the best analysis talks to the campaign versus when they listen to people on the stump, they get totally different numbers. But in general, I have a good summary for you about how these taxes break down. Let's go to this first graphic here. This is the summary from what the Tax Policy Center says. This is the idea. Obama would give larger tax cuts to low and moderate income households and pay some of the cost by raising taxes on high income taxpayers. In contrast, McCain would cut taxes across the board and give the biggest cuts to the high income households. So let's just keep that up for a second because this, you can think about where you fall in the economic system. Within this study, if you're high income, it means singles over $200,000, families over $250,000 a year. That's the basic idea on where both of these people break down. Now, you want some numbers? We got numbers. Let's go to the next graphic. This is what they say, because the fight we keep hearing is about the middle class, So what would happen to the middle class? By 2012, under Obama, middle-income taxpayers would see their after-tax income go up about 5%. This is an average, or nearly $2,200 annually. So they're saying under Obama, in general, on average, the middle class would end up with an extra $2,000 after paying taxes each year. Let's go to McCain. Again, they're saying overall, middle class would come out ahead. McCain would lift after-tax incomes, average about 3%, about $1,400 annually for middle-income taxpayers. So again, either way, you come out ahead if you're in the middle class. That's, again, on average, according to this study. Now, let's think about what that claim was just now from Barack Obama. He was saying that he would offer the middle class 3 times more savings, basically, each year. Where's he getting that from? How do they justify that? Here it is. I'm going to show you this one. This is also from the Tax Policy Center. And his campaign has pointed to this. This is where he gets that claim. He says that he would give 3 times the middle-class tax relief. And this is because one version of what this Tax Policy Center provided did say that if you were in that specific income group right there, if you're between $38,000 and $66,000 a year, so it's one specific group, that you would get an average tax cut of about $1,000 under him and about $300 under McCain. So that's where that 3 times thing comes from. But as you saw behind me with these crazy numbers thing, the numbers keep changing. Now, if you want to really dig in and your brain works like the Matrix and you want to see lots of numbers, go to Tax Policy Center. But you can do something easier, which is go to CNNmoney.com. They now have a regular feature where they're going to break down this tax thing. And we're going to keep coming back to this, Suzanne, because as you know, we keep hearing these tax lines back and forth all day long. And we'd like to pop in once in a while and say, hey, based on the studies out there, the best studies done, this is what we know about the reality, Suzanne.
That's great, Josh. My brain is not like the Matrix, so I appreciate